Good afternoon, to be precise, because this is afternoon time here in Nigeria. And if you're in any other part of the world whereby you have different, maybe you're in the morning time, I say good morning. And evening, still take it good. Good evening to the wonderful community of TBC around the world. This is me, one of the many voices talking about TBC around the globe. My name remains Amechi, and I feel it's within me. In fact, I am moved to want to make this very broadcast as usual. We have a lot to do in the community, and bearing in mind the reason why we are doing this, we have to step up the game. We have to, give ourselves the needed push, embrace up for activities, because much more activities is gearing up to start taking place in TBC community. With what is happening around the world today, it is just like giving us flashes of light as to what is going to come very soon. But if we are not properly prepared now, when are we going to get prepared? Do we have to wait until at the dying minute we start doing fire brigade approach? We don't have to do that. And if we realize the level of impact that we'll be making around the world, if we know what we have, we should start now, okay? We have to start now making the needed preparations, getting ourselves properly equipped to handle what we have in TBC community. I am saying all this because looking at the plans on the ground, many people are yet to understand the level of what we will be doing because TBC. Admin of recent has been doing his best, As of yesterday, he spent about 6 hours talking. When I was going through, looking at the videos, I saw some people who were part of the meeting, but they were sleeping, because how can you just keep on listening, keep on talking for over 6 hours without tiring? And based on this, looking at it, I can say admin is a superhuman. Admin is really wonderful. Another guy, Mr. Mederick, that man is also another thing entirely, because he has a lot of energy. So if this thing is real, just like the way we are seeing it, let us treat it as something real. Because if it is not real, we can't see that level of effort being expended. If it is not real, we can't see the level of trust being expressed. Admin came about the other day and was talking about if the community really trusts him. You see, when it comes to the issue of trust, to an extent, you have to trust yourself. Okay? Admin talked about the issue, whether he raised as a question, do we really trust him? And one woman from South Africa said openly that she as a person don't trust him, but she trusts where admin is coming from. She trusts the brain behind what he's doing. So, and that goes to lend a voice to that very saying that the Bible said that whoever that is trusting in himself is stupid, because we are mere mortal, we are nothing. But if we act and try to emulate the fact that we are created by God, and when we try as much as we can to imitate him, we will see, others will see us, exhibiting the characteristics of the Almighty God, because we have to assume to express his way. Others need to see that we are doing our best to imitate him. And when you see anybody imitating God, you see it in whatever that person is doing. So folks, we have a lot to do in TBC community. It's not just it's not just all about money. Some people are getting it mixed up. Some people are just, admin is going to start rotator, and that rotator I'll be giving every month, I'll be giving $1,000, even more, I'll be giving that. Good and fine, because he who works gets the pay, okay? But may I remind you, I want you to have something in mind. Take, for instance, that taxi driver, okay? I just want to use taxi driver as an example. The taxi driver makes money, but part of the money he makes goes in for fueling, goes in for repairing his vehicle and other things. And also, he takes part of the money for his own needs. If you have a family, family need to eat. Okay? Just because he owns a taxi and he's making money, keeping everything working perfectly. So I want you to have it at the back of your mind that admin is not to be giving you money so that you start using it to spray party here and there. No. Admin want us to build TBC, and admin know what it means to build TBC, and he's been doing this for long and know what it's costing him. Okay? So this is a good news, but we want to realize one thing, that every good news comes with responsibility. Every good news comes with responsibilities. So if you've been up and doing in TBC community, don't just feel that this is now time for us to step back. We are looking at 1 billion for goodness sake, and we are barely 3.5 or 3.4 million as the case may be. But that is to show you that we still have a long way to go. We are to roll our sleeves now and get to work. Getting to work means that we've succeeded in getting some people to know TBC, but it is not yet enough. That is not where we are looking at. We want to expand TBC to get to the maximum. We want TBC to be a household name around the world. And this is the time that we need to do it. So folks, we want to appreciate the admin of TBC. When I see admin answering one question the other day, he talks about that there is a difference between righteous and self-righteous. What made him to say that? Someone was asking admin, we have some upline sponsors who are no longer in TBC, and our referral bonuses keep on going to them, the 50% that your sponsor gets. So is there not a way you can just do it and pull them out so that they'll stop getting it? And admin was able to clarify the person that, look, we need to differentiate between being righteous and being self-righteous. Being righteous entails just go ahead and do that thing that you know is right. Okay? Being self-righteous is just, hey, this is how I feel, and this is the best way I can do it, whatever happens. No. Admin says you are paying your admin fee. Don't worry, don't bother about who gets it. Because that person that is getting, that the 50% goes to, if the person didn't do any other thing, the person have succeeded in at least getting you into TBC to show that you really appreciate TBC and that you are happily doing it. Don't bother about whatever accrues to the person. And when I heard that, it touched me. Okay? It touched me. So even if you are having different ideas as to how admin could make this community work, always know that admin has been doing the best in the community. Admin doesn't want to know what the next person is thinking, how they want to have it done. Admin just focus on doing what is right. So based on doing what is right, folks, admin is also talking about the issue of third-party programs here and there. Some third parties are wonderful. I don't want to mention names. Some third parties are great. Others are just busy building their own business. And as you know, because people have come to love that brand, this brand TBC. When you cook up something and name it TBC, people want to go all out with you, not knowing that some of these third-party programs are just there to use TBC to cover their face and underground go ahead with their selfish motives. So for now, admin stated is very clear that we are not to concern ourselves with third-party programs for now, in quote, because most of them ends up distracting our attention from the real thing. Just as so many programs are busy doing a lot of the services to the TBCians. So if you have come to see and love TBC, understand that you have various ways, so many avenues you can be making side income from TBC, only that people are not seeing it. People want to just that click to pay program, click here and magic will start happening. But folks, those magics that have been promised of happening, they are still waiting, just like those who are playing Kalu Kalu. Like those who are playing Niger Bet. Oh, I didn't hit, okay, I'll try again. But TBC is something that is very, very much assured. You can be in TBC and understudy how it works and get into it. And Bederick, I have to say a very big kudos to him, because after the long hours of meeting with admin, he still goes a step further to also come out and analyze the content of the meeting for the sake of those who don't have internet to listen, who may not have data, he makes the voice audience and share it through WhatsApp. So all these things is telling us that we are to stand up and support what the admin of TBC is doing. Okay? We are also happy to hear and learn that Mr. Stephen Coffey has actually gone back to his family. And we are very happy when he joined us in meeting the other day saying that he is back to his family. So when he was asked how he felt about being TBC ambassador, he could not be able to express himself because it was just much. So folks, and one thing we have to know is that the room for doing that, for becoming TBC ambassador, is still very much open. But for now, get into the habit of doing what is needed. Get into the habit of doing what is required. As you do that, opportunities open. But for now, the basic thing we have to concentrate on is how do we get that 1 billion members spoken of in TBC. Before getting to that very 1 billion members, admin is presently building 111,111 persons. And what is required of you as at now, it is nothing but at least pay your admin fee. As the day goes by, admin will continue to raise the responsibility, at least what qualifies one to stay on that very ladder. Team A. So nothing good comes easy. But at least the green light in TBC is already showing us that yes, something huge is on our way. So if we are to really understand what it means to trust in what you are doing, if you don't trust what you are doing, that's the reason why you're not putting in your best. But when you trust what you are doing, even when it is not really coming out the way you wanted it to be, because of that trust, that you fully understand what you are doing, just that it is not yet time, or due to one reason or the other, it is not yet fully coming out the way you want it, you continue to stay put, making sure that you are doing the right thing. And doing the right thing eventually gives you the right result. So, my friends, I am making this call to everyone listening to me to show that I am very much interested in what is happening in TBC, and I want you to feel the same way. Another thing also that I want to encourage most of us to do is this: make time out to attend meetings. Even if you don't attend meetings, try to find out from those who attended. And if you can't do that, at least Embederic is taking further steps to make it available to those who could not be able to attend. So the whole community of TBC, at least for now, we are getting more and more focused. We are seeing the real thing. We are seeing the real deal. Things are getting clearer. So stop talking about those who are not doing the right thing. Leave them. You do the right thing. Continue with the right thing. And as time goes on, those who you perceive not to be doing the right thing, they will join you. But if you allow yourself to start doing the wrong thing, eventually the wrong will actually come to your own side. But when you focus on doing the right thing needed, and that is paying your admin fee, paying it from your pocket, some are complaining, yes, it is not easy, especially here in Africa, coming up with a $25 or $27 as the case may be. But folks, that is not the only thing we need to be talking about. Paying that admin fee, if we are serious with what we are doing in TBC community, getting others to join us to do it won't be a hard thing. It's just that we don't trust it enough. But if we really trust it enough, if we trust in what you are doing, if we try the first time it doesn't work, we keep on trying. And there's no how you keep on pushing without breaking through. So at least we are here in Nigeria, for instance, we are about 200 million people. Okay? How many are we in TBC? Just about, do I say 1 million? Now 1 million may just be in figure. But in reality, it may not be up to 1 million. Because during the time of creating, using email to join, some people created a whole lot of fake accounts. So it is now time for us to get real. Let us start having it real in TBC community, because we are in for something big. This is me, Amechi. Thanks for listening.